Assalamu alaikum, Jim Pradesi with Society Talks. We often hear the term midlife crisis. Men go through it, women go through it too. But sometimes in mid 50s or something, in middle age, let me just put it like that, um, we often come across divorces, and then the men go and get married to very, very young women, or they go out and buy extravagant cars. So this reaction is basically linked to the midlife crisis. What is midlife crisis? So let me just put it up. The midlife crisis was a term started in 1960s in America. उससे पहले midlife crisis कुछ नहीं होता था. Midlife crisis starts begins at the age of 30, from the age of 38 till the age of 50, 55. Okay, why does it start and what is it? Let's dig down and see. In men, I'll just differentiate because it's not exactly very different in men and women, but let's just start with men and then women. Men, when they start aging, when they start losing their hair or white hair, getting white hair, then they start having regret. क्या हुआ, उस वक्त ये नहीं किया, उस वक्त ये choice जिंदगी की ये कर लेता, उससे शादी कर लेता, should have married my beloved. माँ की बात सुन के, उसकी बात सुन के किसी और से शादी कर ली. लाइफ तो गुजर गई, बट लेकिन लाइफ सही नहीं गुजरी, या लाइफ अपनी मर्जी से नहीं गुजरी, या लाइफ हंस के नहीं गुजरी. तो comes a time when you start regretting the decisions you've made as a young person. Or you have married with love and you start losing your interest in your spouse because during the marital duties, you both of them, go your own way. You develop or you grow up in different directions. So you lose each other somehow or the other. Maturation of children. You have children, you're busy with children. Usko school dena hai, uski school ki fees hai, uska ye. And there comes a time when children are all grown up and they go their own way. And they don't need, it's not that they don't need you anywhere, but it's distance, they have to go to their own life, start their own life. To give them their own life, you have to give them space, and that giving them their space causes a lot of problems. This is a topic in itself, which I'll go down in another video. Letting go of your children. It's a very, very big topic. It's a very important topic. And this is one of the reasons why I've mentioned here, because this is one of the very big reasons of going into midlife crisis. Men, they start, they start taking this regrets, having their regrets of career choices. Okay, these were the reasons. What happens when you are in a in this midlife crisis? You either gain weight or you lose weight very, very, very drastically. Your mood changes, you're irritated, you're aggressive. If you are not in this, then you start taking a lot of alcohol. That happens. You have anxiety attacks. You're sad out of no reasons. You are anxious. Anxiety attacks hote hain. You stop following your normal routine. They are all the red flags that you have when you are going through midlife crisis. At this time, you need somebody to show you the right way, because this means that you're going in circles, and this only ends. It only ends when you get the right path, when you see somebody who can train your mind, or you train your mind yourself to go in the right direction. Only then you calm down and you come back, and you calm down and you come back to your own self when you realize what you're going through. If you like come to the terms and conditions of the situation that you are forced in. That is the right word. It is also in women, just like that. Women, we normally say it's a menopause. Yes, it is also related to that, to menopause as well, because women, all your body starts have different reactions and chemical reactions. Uska different ho jata hai. So obviously it's body is facing a very different situation what it has not faced till now. And according to that, you have difficult chemical reactions and you start facing, and this is also called midlife crisis. Women also tend to go change their habitual lifestyle, and they do all these kinds of things. Women also start drinking sometimes if you're not a Muslim, or they turn aggressive, and they're just like, they're not themselves, let me put it like that. This is all what happens, which is called midlife crisis. Now, midlife crisis is something that we face. Everybody faces it, midlife crisis. Everybody goes through it. What is the best way to how to face it and how to come out of it? The best way to face midlife crisis is to accept yourself. If you're 35, 38, 40, 50, 60, whatever the time you start having these anxiety attacks and this panic attacks and this all the regrets and everything. So what you should do is, as I mentioned before, either you should go and find a psychologist or a person or a friend who can give you the right advice, or you sit down with yourself, write down with paper and pen, and write down what you have done in your life, what you've achieved in your life, and what you wanted to achieve in your life, and then balance it up. Because nobody has an ideal life in there. There are decisions we make due to whatever reasons that we should not have made, that were wrong. And sometimes we know we are making a wrong decision. Sometimes we don't know and we make a wrong decisions, which is okay. It's okay, because this is life. If we are not perfect. So midlife crisis is actually a very good thing, a very positive thing, because midlife crisis makes you to sit down and realize what you are, what you wanted to be, what you should have been, and how to get there. This is the time, instead of going out and throwing yourself out and going in a wrong direction, this is the time to go inside you and see what character do you have, what character do you want to be, what do you have in life, material and psychological, and how would you like them to be? What is your spiritual state? You don't have to be a Muslim to go into yourself. Of course, if you're granted the knowledge of being a Muslim, then you are lucky, because then, I'm saying this because we have a manual, we have a Quran, so we can go and read our Quran and everything is written there. Even your midlife crisis is written there, and how to go about it is written there as well. So if you're a Muslim, you're lucky. You can go and read the Quran and take guidance from that. But if you're not, then you can, meditate. You can sit down and go in yourself and see and realize that, okay, I've made mistakes. I've made bad choices. I've made this and I've made, but it doesn't mean that because you can't put the time back. You can't go back to being 25 again. So let's just agree with this point. So what do you do? How do you get out of it? The reason, or the main point is that you go inside you and you see, okay, fine, I am here. I was here. I made the wrong choice, but I've come to this point. Can't go back to this point again. So I accept myself. I made mistakes. Okay, fine. Either you say, okay, I'll change my profession. No, this is really it. This French doctor, who consulted the body of the pharaoh, the third pharaoh, Ramses. Somebody told him, as they were doing the study on this body, it came to France, the pharaoh, and because his body was deteriorating, so they had to do analysis and see what was wrong. And his, I think it was a Tunisian person who told him that it is written in Quran that he was drowned in the river and he was taken. And I don't remember the name of the doctor. I'll write it down. He got so intrigued at the age of 65, I think, or 55. He went back, read Arabic, read the Quran, turned to Muslim, because he realized that what was written in Quran was right. It is one example. I have a lot of other examples as well, but it is never too late if you really want to do something. Just need a push. And this is the only push that you and you alone can give yourself. So if you want something to be changed in your life, sit down and see how important it is for you. And if it is really important to you, give yourself that push. And midlife crisis will go away, or you will make it go away. Till then, Chaman Pradesi, Medjidi Sorok.